Hey everyone, welcome to TechBrick YouTube channel. I am Mallikarjun. Today we are going to discuss some built-in functions used to perform slice operations, how to delete an item from slice, how to sort a slice. At last, we will discuss the difference between arrays and slices. Let's get started. Let's see few of the built-in functions which are used to perform slice operations. Length and capacity, which we have already discussed in my previous video. If any of you not yet watched, I would recommend you to watch it. So make, which will help us to allocate and initialize a slice. So let's consider like we have a slice one. Using make, we can initialize and allocate a slice. So something like this we can do. So this slice is of type integer and which is having a length as 5. And if I simply print this s1, right? So since I have specified the type as integer and the length as 5, so it should provide me like 5 zeros in the slice. So let's see. Yeah, 5 zeros, perfect. So using make, we can like allocate and initialize a slice. So then we have a copy. Copy is used to copy a slice elements from source to destination. So let's take one slice as main slice, which has some items in it. Int 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, then 8. Yeah, perfect. So now I want to copy. So we can simply take like copy of destination slice, let's say like f1 itself, then the source is main slice. So if you see the copy signature, so destination slice and the source slice, which is going to return integer nothing but how many items it has copied. So nothing but copy copied items, something like this we will say, copied items count. Let's take in some name like that. So if I'm println of, let's print s1 and copied items, or just directly we'll print the copied item variable. Perfect. Let's clear the screen and we'll try to run it. Go on main.go. So if you see, since we are specified the length as 5, so initially it was showing 0, right? Because it was the default values. Now it has copied 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and to s1. So that's the reason it is printing 5, and the 5, this is because the copied items count. So let's say like I simply increase the like length to 10. Now here how many items we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7 items we have. So this should have like a 7 items then followed by 3 zeros. Why 3 zeros? Because I have specified the length as 10. So let's see. So perfect. So it has like, and also if you observe, copied items count is 7, not 10, because these 3 zeros are default values. So these are the only items which copied from main slice to s1. So this is how you can make use of copy function in Golang. Now we will see the append. Append we have already seen in previous video as well, which is going to add the items at the last of a slice. So let's take one more slice like s2. Let's take some items in it. Int 1, 2, 4, then again 1, then 23, then 15. So something like this. So 3, 4, 5, 6 items I have taken. Perfect. Now I want to append some item to it. So append, we can use append something like this. S2 is equal to append of whatever the slice, I mean to which slice we are trying to append, then the item. So let's say I want to append like 3, and if I simply print it, so F2, it should give me 11, 2, 4, 1, 23, 15, and then at last 3. Let's try to run it. Go run main.go. So yeah, it has appended. Perfect. So now we will see a little like exception case with respect to append. So let's say like add item to slice. So what I will do here, I'll pass the slice itself f2. So let's define this function. So here what I will do, return append of, okay, not return, I don't want return, simply like h2 is equal to append of h2 comma, let's say I want to add item 100. Perfect. And as we already know that slice is a reference type, so it should reflect, right? If I add it here, it should reflect. That is what the ideal behavior. So now we'll see like what exactly it is gonna give. H2 effect. Let's clear the screen. So 1120, it is as it is. Why it's not actually appending, even though I'm appending here? Because if we just saw here, like we have appended 3 to it and it is showing, but when I'm appending in any of the function, it's not reflecting. This is because whenever we append in any of the function, so it append actually creates a new slice. So that's the reason it's not reflecting here. Because whenever we pass, right, so here it will not actually pass the actual slice, instead it will pass the slice header, nothing but the pointer and length and capacity. So whatever the new slice which is going to create, this will also point into same underlying array, but it is going to create a new slice object. So if you go inside append, right, so if you see here, which is going to return a new slice, that's the reason. Perfect. So one more thing we will do with respect to append, say like I want to append multiple items at a time. So here I have added one item, right? So let's say like I want to add like h2 is equal to append of h2 comma something like 123, 124, comma 135, something like this. So we can simply comma separated we can do, and we can add items. fmt.println of f2. Perfect. So now let's see whether it will append or what exactly it is going to give. So yeah, it appended, and 123, 134, 145, these are reflected. Perfect. Now let's remove these two lines. Here itself I want to append uh, items as well. One thing we can do is aram se we can simply send array of integers, let's say like 2, 3, 4. Here also we can take something like arr, not array, it should be a slice. Then we can simply specify arr here. Okay, but it is going to give an error because here it usually takes integer. That's the reason. So to avoid this, what we can do, we just need to give three dots, nothing but variadic function. So it will take like uh, n number of arguments. So using this also we can append it. So let's clear the screen and we will try to run it. But anyway, it will not reflect because here we are appending, right? So what we can do, here we can simply return it. Instead of doing in this way, we can return, and wherever we are calling, right, we can simply get f2 only. Now it should reflect. Yeah, perfect. So 2, 3, 4 it added, right? Perfect. So instead of doing in this way, what we can do here itself, we can simply give uh, dot dot dot, and here as well, no need to give like this. This is also works, and here perfect. Now if I run it, this should also work in a similar way. Let's see whether it will work or not. So perfect, it's working. So here I'm not passing a slice, simply I'm passing like three items and using a variadic function, and here as well. So I'm able to append it and I'm able to return properly, and I'm printing here as well. So perfect, this is how we can work with the append in order to add item to any of the slices. So now we will see how we can sort a slice. So let's say we have a h2, right? So just now we have printed, these are all the items of a h2. Now we want to sort this slide. So we have a sort package. So using that we can sort the slice. So if you see here, sort, which is having a lot of methods in it. So you guys can explore. I will just like show how we can sort the slice which is of type array, slice which is of type integer. So using sort.ints, then followed by we need to give the slice name. Then if I simply print the slice, right, s2, it should be sorted. So yeah, if you see, it is sorted. Similarly, let's say like you have a slice which is of type string, then you need to use another method, sort.strings of, again similarly whatever the slice name you can give and you can print it, so it will sort that slice items which are of type string. So if you observe at the top here, this is the package it has which has imported. So you guys can check it out, what are all the other like a sort package which is having these methods. You guys can explore and you can see here like search in any of the slice, some like integer, search some integer in any of the slice which is of type integer. Similarly, search the string and check if slice is sorted or not. So everything you can do it using this sort package. You guys can check it out in order to learn more about sort. Let's say I want to delete an item from slice. So we will write a one function, delete items from slice. We will consider slice as slice 2 and we'll try to define this. So we have this, right? Perfect. In slice, if I want to delete some specific item, we will not be able to do it directly by passing an item. Instead, we need to pass the index. Above slice, after sorting, right? So it is giving this output. So we will simply copy this just for reference. So now if you see here, like these are all the items and I want to delete, let's say like this particular 2. So nothing but the index is 0, 1, 2, right? So you need to pass here 2 as well. And let's add one more like a index int, fine. So now how we can like delete an item from a slice. So what we can do here, we need to return a slice, and here what we can do is return append of. So we have a s2, right? S2, and we have an index as well. So that particular index item we need to remove. So what we can do here is to index. We know the slicing operator, right? I mean, how we can like pick some item from a slice or something. So S2 we are doing here, and then again S2 of index plus 1. Then again slicing operator. Okay, what happened to this? Okay, this is because we need to specify dot dot dot. Then it should work. Perfect. Now there are no errors. So let's see how we can run it. So somewhere we need to print, right? So let's see if I print this, let's see like what it is going to give. So we'll take it, and so now the output, it should not have this particular 2. Let's see what it is going to be. So yeah, that particular 2 is not there, right? Perfect. Now if I simply call this again with the same 2, then both the 2 should be removed and it should be having like 133 or something. Let's see. But my bad, because I was like I supposed to send the index as 1, right? That's the reason. Let's see now. Perfect, both the 2's are removed. Perfect, this is how we can delete a item from a slice. Now let's understand the difference between array and slices. Array is a fixed in size, nothing but we will not be able to increase or decrease the size of the array, while the slice is dynamic in nature. So whenever we add item using an append function, so like slice will also increase its capacity, like sometime it will double the capacity. So that is how slice is dynamic in nature. And the size of the array is a part of slice, nothing but whenever we declare a array, right? So we specify the size which we are going like while declaring an array itself. So whereas in case of slice, we don't specify any size, and array is a call by value, while slice is a call by reference. And if you are giving interview for Golang, this is one of the most commonly asked interview questions. Nothing but the difference between array and slice. Cool guys. So far we have covered almost everything with respect to slices by making part 1, part 2, and part 3 for the topic slices. Next I'm going to make a video on maps in Golang. So do subscribe and stay tuned for further updates. Thank you.